Guys, 10-inch Hulk at Target right now. I don't even have time to do a proper intro. I gotta go. Cue the music. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man. Whew, boy.
A few moments later.
What's going on, guys? My name is Toy Hunter. If you are new to this channel, I do toy hunts, unboxings, the occasional comic book TV and movie review. Speaking of comic book TV and movie reviews, you can watch my latest reaction to the Infinity War trailer here at the Mini Face Pod, or my latest review on Runaways episode 4 here at the Mini Face Pod. So subscribe there and subscribe here and hit that bell so that way you get notified next time I drop a brand new video. Boy, oh boy. Man. I think that should be enough said, right? Kinda, I think. Wow, that was quite a journey. I have quite the story for that. But first, I went to Walmart the other night and I found a little something. So take a look.
Flashback.
So, quick little stop in Walmart, and look who I found. Guardians of the Galaxy, Walmart exclusive, Stan Lee. Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh, this is amazing. First Avengers Infinity War trailer, now Stan Lee, and they got plenty of these movie moments. A ton up there. Walmart's are loading up on those. But I was talking to the Hill Hunter and I was telling him, can you imagine if they do these for Avengers? Like, how crazy would that be? Like, that'd be nuts. But yeah, definitely grabbing one of these Stan Lees. That's pretty much all I got here.
End of flashback.
So yeah, I went looking for Stan Lee probably 2 videos ago. I got so many videos I forget what order they're in. Probably 2 videos ago, once Hill Hunter told me he found it, didn't find it, was getting off of work, decided to stop at this Walmart, which is my local Walmart, which usually never has anything, but luckily had 2 Stan Lees there, so that was really awesome. So I got my Guardians of the Galaxy Stan Lee. I will unbox that at the end of this video. I will also unbox, I'm gonna keep showing it, this beauty, and my hammer's intact. I will also unbox that beautiful beast at the end of this video as well. I'm gonna head out and try and find Grandmaster because I need to complete my Ragnarok set, especially having 10-inch Hulk. It's got me in my let's complete the Thor Ragnarok set mode, right? So I want to go and find the Grandmaster. P2 again told me like probably 2 weeks ago that the Coral Square Mall has the Grandmaster there. So fingers crossed they still have some there, hopefully. The people just kind of forgot about them and just left them, and then I can come in and just scoop them in. I can just scoop in and grab one. So luckily, hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed. And then I want to try and find Surtur. And I believe that completes the wave for me as far as everything I want. There's a Hot Topic exclusive Thor. I'll be okay. I think that's really it. There's really nothing else I want. There's a couple. There's the Walmart exclusive Hulk, but obviously I wanted the big guy, so I'm not worried about those other Hulks. Yeah, I need Surtur and I need Grandmaster now. So shall we? See you on the hunt.
A little later.
Cap and a stem, catch a wave on us. Take a shot, make a friend, just enjoy the moment. I'm Luke Skywalking on these haters. Celebrate every day like a birthday. Good things come to those that wait up.
You see that guy? Look who just showed up.
I report first.
Oh man. Pizza Vision in the flesh. Go. Shout out to Brian. Yeah, for real. I've seen much new. P2 was here earlier. He said there's nothing here. I like this, but I don't want that. So many of these 2-packs are like that. See, here's another example. This Captain Marvel looks amazing, but I don't want Chun-Li. Look how great that Captain Marvel looks, man. Oh my god. She looks so badass. Ah. Gotcha. I like his eyes. Those look really cool. Maximus. Ahsoka. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a deal. We're gonna get Medusa. And we're gonna get Wonder Woman with the ice cream. Ghostbusters Mike. 3 for $27. Gotta get those deals. We got some goodness. Lots of goodness. P2 is out.
Got that baby hump, bro. Look at that box, bro. Look at that box.
Nice crisp box.
Look at that. So
Hila.
oh my god.
Flocked Bandicoot. I gotta get that.
It's delicious, man.
I gotta get that.
It's delicious. Look at that shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Bandicoot, bro. That's what's up.
P2. Sayonara.
Later, Bobby.
Later.
Now, that's exciting. Warner Brothers may not be able to get their movies right, but we finally get a live action Robin, like an actual one. You know, no disrespect to Chris O'Donnell and Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Yeesh. But yeah, Robin. As we all know, I'm a huge fan of Robin. Yeah, right there. That's Damien's art, by the way, if you don't know. But yeah, so let's get into this unboxing. I got a lot to the left of me, to your right, but let's go. So let's started off the video with a little flashback for Stan Lee. As I mentioned in the video, I was talking to the Hill Hunter one of those days, and he's mentioned that he found them, so I was like, oh man, they're out. And I saw P2 find one as well, but I think his was a return to Walmart because his was missing well, it's in my hand, so like this part of his was broken, so he didn't realize till he got home. So that was unfortunate. So I knew they released out into the stores, so I wanted to go and search. Couldn't find it that night, but ended up finding it later, so that's awesome, right? So Stan Lee. Look at that. Look at that. He looks awesome. I know there's a bunch of older Stan Lee pops. Those are classics. But I don't know. When it comes to pops lately, though, I want a new kick. I'm not really too much on the older vaulted ones so much anymore, because the art's become so much better with Funko Pops, and they look so much better. You know what I mean? Like, just as a tangent, like we're getting Incredibles 2 pops, and Incredibles 2, my favorite Disney Pixar movie, Ratatouille right behind it. I always have to mention that because I feel like I'm disrespecting Ratatouille, even though I'm not, because of how great The Incredibles is. But sorry, that's a tangent inside of a tangent. But back to this tangent. We're getting Incredibles 2 pops, and then as much as I want the old ones, they cost so much money. And it's like, why try and get so much money for those when we're going to get new ones with better art that look better? We're going to get the kids. I'm assuming. I don't know yet, but I'm assuming we're going to get the kids, right? So, like, how crazy is that going to be? That's why I'm like, I would love to have the older classic Stan Lee pops. Like, those are iconic. You know what I mean? Those would be awesome to have, but, like, we're getting these new cameos of Stan Lee, which is such a brilliant idea. You know, this one obviously being Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's really awesome. I hope they do it for all the Marvel movies, like they kind of just don't discriminate, because he is in all of them. So like, But yeah, he's the DJ in the Deadpool, so that would be cool to get that one too. Like don't discriminate on that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, throw us a bone for that one, right? So that'd be really cool. But again, I like this pop a lot. It is Stan Lee. I plan on getting all of the cameo ones that have come out so far. I believe it's just Captain America. I think it's Captain America Winter Soldier. And then I'm not remembering what the other one is, but I'm pretty sure I'll put a picture or pictures of both up here somewhere so you can see what the other two Stan Lees are, which are also going to be Walmart exclusives. So fingers crossed. So next up, I met up with P2, as you saw, and we went to FYE and we went to Hot Topic. The main objective was Hot Topic because I was trying to find the Grandmaster. Unfortunately, the Grandmaster wasn't there, which is totally my fault because I waited way too long. P2 told me like 2 weeks ago that he was still there, but they did tell me that my Sawgrass Mall, Hot Topic, has them. So I'm gonna check there. That'll be a different day in a different video. Hopefully they still have that, man. I wanna. This is, as you'll see in the theme of this, I'm kind of completing some sets. So I would definitely love to complete this Thor Ragnarok set. But yeah, so let's get into it. First up, Medusa. Now, Hot Topic had the 3 for $27. Pop her out first. Oh, that's weird. They put her already on the stand there. Oh, she's attached to it. That is different. Okay. All right. Lost my whole train of thought. So Hot Topic had the 3 for $27 deal. So when I first initially got in there, I was like, man, I'm not seeing anything. They don't even have Grandmaster. I don't know if I want anything. But then I see a pop you will see soon, Wonder Woman holding ice cream, and I was like, oh, I do really want her because I get all things Wonder Woman. And I'm like, yeah, but what else would I pair with it? So I'm digging around and I don't really see anything. And we're almost about to walk out, and then I see, which is another pop you're gonna see coming up soon, Ghostbusters Mike, which I needed. So I was like, okay. So now we got Wonder Woman ice cream, Ghostbusters Mike. I need a third to make this deal worth it, right? The 3 for $27. I dig around, and look who I find. Medusa. I'm just a big fan of Medusa. I think she's a really, really badass character. As I mentioned when I did my, as you can see, she's up there, right there. My Marvel Legends review of her. She's just super, super badass of a character. And her hair is so super powerful. And she's just a really good character. I really enjoy her. Every time I've read her character within the books, I enjoy her a lot. She's powerful. She's a leader. She's Medusa, man. You know, she's Medusa. So I love the way the hair flows. Again, you know, I just love flowy things, flowy capes, flowy hair. Again, they executed her hair a lot better than the Inhumans TV show, just like the Marvel Legends did. So the hair looks really cool. I'm not actually sure why they have the stand attached to her. Maybe because they felt the hair would be too big and it would weigh her down. So maybe they felt it would hold her up more instead of just a regular, the regular stands you just put into the peg holes at the bottom. So maybe that was the idea behind that. I'm still not quite sure behind that, but I don't mind it though. I think it looks really cool. I love the eyes. I love that's a feature Funko's been doing lately with the eyes. How they give more detail to them with giving an extra color to the outside of them. It makes them pop a lot more. I really, really like that feature. Yeah, she looks really, really good. Really good. Super glad to have her. I need to get, as per my reason for getting my Marvel Legends version of her, I gotta get this Black Bolt now. I've seen him around. I think I saw him in FYE if I wasn't mistaken. So I gotta get this Black Bolt version of her. And obviously if you get these two, you gotta get Lockjaw. But I prefer the Flock Lockjaw, and I held off on them during, I think he was New York Comic Con. But I think I can still find him because there was plenty of him still left around. So I think I can find him. I think I'll be okay. I'm not too into Maximus. I think I'll be fine not getting Maximus. This is another example of like, I want 3 out of the 4, and I'm not a completionist, so I don't feel like I need to get Maximus. Just that, like, if I don't want Maximus, I'm not getting Maximus. You know, just how I am when it comes to pops. You know, so for what sparked the acquirement of Medusa was this guy right here, Ghostbusters Mike. I had been looking for him. Shout out to PJ Barbosa. He got me the other three. He got me Lucas and what was that, Dustin and Will. So Mike was the only one I needed, and he gave me Max too as well. So Mike was, so shout out to PJ Barbosa. So Mike was the only one I needed, and as soon as I saw him, because I was definitely been on the hunt for him in my past few videos. I think I mentioned him. Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I was like, gotta get him. Now I got something to pair with him. So definitely a great deal at Hot Topic 3 for $27. So there we go with Mike in his Ghostbusters outfit. Little pillowcase. Got the pack in the back. Yeah, he looks really, really good. Super glad I finally complete my Ghostbusters set. So my Halloween set is all complete now. Yeah, I got all 4 boys, and now I have Max, so that's really, really cool. Yeah, that was exciting. That was exciting to see, so that made me dig around and find Medusa to add to Mike and to Wonder Woman, which you'll see in a little bit. And last but not least, for my Hot Topic haul, Wonder Woman holding ice cream. Now, I am just a huge fan of Wonder Woman, if you cannot tell. Wonder Woman. I'll show you guys that a little later. Just as a character, I mean, I love her so much. I mean, she's tattooed on my arm, for Christ's sakes. So yeah, and I have Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang's run to thank for that, because that run of Wonder Woman made me fall in love. One of the very few good things to come out of the whole New 52, even though they've changed it all the way around now recently with the introducing the Watchmen and all. It's a whole thing. But comic books, hashtag comic books. But yeah, so this is the beginning of the second wave, I believe, of the Wonder Woman Funko Pops, and this is Wonder Woman with ice cream, which is, if you've seen the movie, which I'm pretty much everybody saw because that movie's super successful. Yeah, this is the part where she tries ice cream for the first time, and it's a hilarious scene, and Gal Gadot's brilliant in it, and it's, you know, so that was a really fun moment for them to capture in pop form. So that's really cool. I do really like this. I love the hat. I love her hair in the bun. I love the outfit. It's the exact same outfit as, so it's her Diana Prince secret identity, basically. So just without the glasses. So I'm a little privy to this one. Just a little biased to this one, because, you know, I do love my pops with glasses. So I think this one, I might like this one a little more, but this was such a fun moment within the movie that I liked them. I almost liked them equally because of that. But yeah, so had to add another Wonder Woman to the collection. You give me Wonder Woman, I can't say no. So now, speaking of the second wave, so the other ones that come with this, you get Wonder Woman in the cloak, which is like the moment where she grabs the sword and she puts on that long black cloak. They're calling it a cloak here. So that long black cloak, and hops in the boat with Steve Trevor. So that's a really fun scene. I like in the second wave, they're kind of just taking moments and scenes, you know, representing scenes and moments within the movie. So that's a really cool idea. I do really like that. You get Antopy flying in the air, shooting an arrow, which is really dope. I like that. So that's a really nice scene. You get Eddie Candy holding the sword and shield. That's a really good one. And then you get this one, which is probably one I need right now in my life, is the gauntlet pose, where she's kind of just like this, right? And that means so much to me, because I don't know if you guys can see right there, I have her in her gauntlet pose right there. So that's Cliff Chang's art, by the way. Shout out to Jimmy, the tattoo god, for doing that tattoo for me. But yeah, so that's how much of a Wonder Woman fan I am. I have her in that pose tattooed on my arm. So I need that pop in my life. Now for the big guy. Right there. Let me let's take him out. Yeah, he is huge, and I love it. Look at that. I gotta back him up. That's a biggie. I can't even get him closer to the camera. Look at that. And my hammer is intact, which is awesome. The gladiator wear all around him. The helmet. I love this red part. Right there. Man, he looks huge. He is huge. Man, he looks so awesome. He looks so awesome. I think Funko messed up on this one, man. They can't not make a Hulk this size anymore. Like, they were probably better off not giving us a 10-inch Hulk, but because now, like, this is the expectation. You make a Hulk, this is what he's got to be. Like, even I was talking to P2 earlier, like, I kind of think even Thanos needs to be this size, to be honest. like when the Infinity War pops come out, like, I feel like Thanos needs to be 10 inches. 6 at the very least, right? Because I mean, in the trailer, how much he towers over Iron Man, like, dude's freaking huge. So, and so is the Hulk, you know what I mean? So, like, it was long overdue for a 10-inch Hulk. I'm so glad I got it. You know, the story behind, yeah, so I was supposed to get into the story behind this guy. So I'm up all night editing videos or doing what I usually do, and I checked BrickSeek before I had to sleep. Right before I had to sleep, and I see that 2 of my local Targets had, or at least had unlimited stock. And sometimes that means they're there, sometimes that means they're not, and sometimes that means they're just on the way, right? So I was like, all right, it's like 5:30 at this time, and it's holiday hour, so Target opens at 7. I was like, I mean, I guess I could stay up an hour and a half, you know, and then just head to one of those Targets. But I'm like, I'm super tired. I'm just gonna go to sleep because I don't want to go there and then they just not have it, you know, because sometimes BrickSeek is, you know, accurate and sometimes it's not. So, you know, I was like, I'm more tired than I am willing to go and be wrong at this instance. And so I sleep, and I get a text and just groggily look over, and it's P2 saying 10-inch Hulk, Plantation Target, get to the chopper. So I woke up, I was like, oh shit. So I got up, threw on some shorts, threw on a hoodie, and raced. I mean, like, I was like Dom in Fast and the Furious on my way to that Target, because it was so, like, I mean, it's 10-inch Hulk. Like, I honestly thought I was too late. I don't even know how many were there. They limited 1 for customers, so that was lucky on me. Because I guess they learned from their turn with the 10-inch Groot, because they were letting the 10-inch Groot fly out the door. Like, you could have left with 10 if you wanted to, right? So I'm glad they limited Hulk to 1 per customer. The only thing that made it suck is because so many, you know, you want to help out so many other people, and I ended up not being able to because I could only get 1. And trust me, I spent like all day going to different Targets trying to see if they also had it, but they either didn't receive their shipment yet, or they did and they were sold out. So it was like, you know, trying to, you know, go back to different stores and sneak back in. I even went back to the store where I got this one later in the day with different shirt, different hat. Tried to come and get another one, and they were like, "Nah, you bought one earlier, man." No. So I was like, "Damn it!" But you know, it wasn't for me. I was like legitimately trying to get another one to help out, you know, some more collectors. You know, Jeff.com wanted one. I was trying to find one and get one for him, because he always looks out for me. So, and I'm still going to be able to search. My most near Target to me hasn't received them yet. Like I said in the previous video, they received them December 7th. So I'm going to try and be out and try and, you know, help out as many people as I can. But yeah, I got lucky. I really got lucky. Yeah, I'm at a loss of words. I really love this pop. I love the way he looks. I've already taken a thumbnail which will be the thumbnail for this video. As you're seeing this, you would have seen the thumbnail with him and the Bruce Banner from Thor Ragnarok, so that is awesome. So this is another addition to the Thor Ragnarok set. I still need Surtur, wasn't able to find Surtur, so my next few videos will probably be me on the hunt for Surtur and Grandmaster, because then that way my Thor Ragnarok set is then complete. So that'll be awesome. Like I said, there's very, like I usually say this a lot, but there's very few sets that I want to complete, but the ones I do want to complete, I want to complete them, you know what I mean? And complete for me doesn't mean every single set and every single pop in the set. Complete for me is just maybe, which I think I explained in my video on Friday. Complete for me is just a pop that represents every character within the set, you know what I mean? So like this is the 10-inch Hulk, there's like 3 other Hulks in the set. I'm not going to get the other 3 because this is the Hulk I want to represent Hulk for me, you know what I mean? There's like 3 other Thors. I only have 1 Thor to represent the Thor for me. The only exception I made for that was Hela, because, well, I mean, have you seen her? She's Hela. So I made the exception there. You know, and then I make the exception with Wonder Woman, but again, I don't get everything. I just get the Wonder Woman. Like, I don't get the Etta Candies. I don't have Hippolyta. I may get Antopia though, because that's just a really cool pose. But yeah, so I make, you know, certain exceptions for certain things, and you know, kind of, I feel like it kind of keeps my pops limited in a sense. I don't end up, you know, just getting pops just to get them. You know, I kind of want to, 6 years from now, if I'm looking back at like all my pops, I don't want to look at one and just be like, why the hell I get that? You know what I mean? Like, I want to look at it and be like, I love this character, and what a representation of this character and what a way to show my love for this character in representation of pops, you know what I mean? Or Marvel Legends, or tattoos, you know, like I have all over my arm, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I that's just the way, that's kind of my approach to, you know, to pops, you know. It's just, again, I want to have emotional connections to them, and 6 years, 60 years, however long, whatever, you know what I mean, down the line, I want to be able to look at them and be like, I know why I got that one, because you know what I mean, because I had a love, you know, and an affection for that character. And that's you know, that's ultimately what it is for me. So 10-inch Hulk. What a haul for today. Yeah, it's man, yeah, got to hang out with P2, which is always awesome. I found a Hela for him, so I got that to him, and I also switched Hulk boxes with him as well, because I'm out of the box, as you can see, and yeah, I don't care about the box, and P2's out of the box as well, but he does want his boxes, you know, crisp and pristine. So I was like, you can have mine, you know, I don't need it, so you can have it. That's my guy. You know, gotta do it for my guy. So one last pop to break down, and this one is a very, very special one that I went through a lot of trouble to get. And yeah, let's go ahead and this is making me excited already. Oh my god. Yep. Yep. Oh man. So the Jaqen H'ghar, boy, was this hard to track down and hard to get for a reasonable price, you know what I mean? Man, the story behind this is, when it came out for New York Comic-Con, I went to the Books A Million, stood around, waited for the doors to open. Long story short, they didn't have them. Either they just didn't get them, or they hit them, or I don't know what nefarious plot went on to them not to even get them in stores, which was insane. So, and I live in South Florida. The only other Books A Million closest to me is in Orlando. Is in Orlando, Florida, which is a lot, like 3 hours away from me. So, like, I'm not about to drive there, and who knows if they even have it, you know what I mean? Not just for a pop, you know? And then, you know, he was quickly sold out on booksamillion.com forever. Like, I refreshed booksamillion.com for like weeks on end after New York Comic Con, and nothing. You know, just the big red sold out stamp, just on there, just depression, right? So so I finally tried to get one through other means. That kind of fell through. Got my money back on that one, and then finally was able to get them. Yeah, so let's open them up. So you're a frequent viewer of mine, you know how much of a Game of Thrones fan I am, but this one's got almost a twofold meaning. For one, you know, Game of Thrones, obviously, so I get all Game of Thrones, the ones I can afford anyway. You know, still want Egret, still want the Hound, but they're like, you know, still want Robb Stark. They're way up in price, so you know, that's probably never gonna happen. But unless I get it through trade some way, I will definitely try and find it through trade some way. But yeah, so when it comes to Jaqen H'ghar, not only do I love his character within the show and the training he gives to Arya Stark within the show, so that's in Arya as a character we all know and love, all of us who are Game of Thrones fans. So he helps her become a badass, and he's a badass himself, you know what I mean? But also, because of his faith within the show, inspired the name for my second channel, which is the Many-Faced Pod. Jaqen H'ghar, this character, believes in the many-faced God. So that's where that kind of play on words comes from. And essentially it's like, because there's multiple sects of religions and gods within the world of Game of Thrones. The drowned god, the fire god, you know, the old god, the new gods, the seven gods, you know. There's some people just believe in death. The only god is death, you know. And what do we tell him not today? You know what I mean? So you have so many different gods, and whereas Jaqen H'ghar, he believes that there's only one God, and that God is all of the gods that everyone else believes in. So therefore his name is the Many-Faced God, right? And so I kind of took that and made the Many-Faced Pod, essentially just because it's super nerdy, and also I kind of wanted something multifaceted, you know, something that would represent multiple things. So Many-Faced Pod, you know, I could talk about whatever I want to talk about, you know what I mean? So I kind of took that name. So that's kind of the twofold meaning behind this pop and why it means so much to me. For one, it inspired the name for my second channel, which is just like a straight up passion project for me. And then what he does for Arya Stark, which is a character that I adore, and that I just love his character as well in the show, and a representation of Game of Thrones, which is my favorite show of all time, which I think personally is the greatest show of all time. Battlestar Galactica being second. But yeah, so that's Jaqen H'ghar for me in a nutshell. That's what this pop represents. So not getting him on New York Comic Con, when I took the day off to get him, was so very much disappointing. You know, and I've had that name, the Many-Faced Pod, since I started Toy Hunter. You know, so like it's been an idea in my head for a while, and to see it manifested essentially in pop form is really special, really special. So man, so very glad to have this. So very glad to have this. There's my Ghostbusters, finally complete. That looks awesome. All the kids right on top of their Halloween costumes, and then my Teen Titans in their Halloween costumes. So kind of a Halloween row of some sort. There is Medusa, and I put her next to her A-Force members right up there. We got Stanley down here next to the Collector. And move over here. We got Jaqen H'ghar, which actually kind of completes my Game of Thrones set, basically. I think the only one I don't have is that translucent Night King that came out for like HBO Shop or something like that. That's probably the only one I don't have. But yeah, there you go, Jaqen H'ghar right up top there. The rest of the Thrones cast right up top, and then the big guy right up there. Yeah, next to the King, next to Baby Metal, next to A-Force, and then Thor and Valkyrie. So yeah, boy, that was a lot of pops. But yeah, today was like I said earlier, it's what a haul today. I thought one of my videos last week was quite a haul, but today was today might have definitely topped it with the 10-inch Hulk and the Wonder Woman and the Stan Lee and the Medusa. I'm looking at the boxes here to see what I got. Yeah, it was great. It's wow, what a haul. And then to finish it off with Jaqen H'ghar, you know, like that was awesome, man. Yeah, so but I'm gonna stop rambling. I keep rambling. I'll wrap this up. Thank you guys for all support. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow. For more content, go to toyhuntr.com. I'm Thor Hunter. See you on the hunt.